All I do, dream, see, it's your boy D Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with American Family Takes on Australian Life, the things we didn't expect. Before we dive in, y'all know what I'm gonna ask y'all to do is to smash that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. See what this American family got to say about the land down under.
Did you even know what a meat pie was?
All the insects that were gonna kill you, the animals that were gonna kill you.
When you come here and you get a large drink, it's the size of the kiddie drinks back at home.
I did it a few times,
Kitty?
and I got a few weird looks. So I kind
Kitty drink? She said you come here, you get a large drink, it's the size of a kitty drink. When I think a large drink, I'm expecting about a 32-ounce cup. That's about what I'm, if not bigger. 32-ounce cup, if not bigger. She said a kitty drink, but I guess that's why we so obese. I guess because of them portions that we be got. I guess that's why America got the obesity numbers that we got. But keep it rolling.
of don't think it's legal. They just flipped us off. So we should start out by saying that this is our opinions based on the places that we've went to. Australia is a vast country, and there's no way we could go to all those places in 3 months. And on top of that, also, the seasons change so much. So, like, this is our opinions based on where we were during the summer months.
So Australia was the start of our 9-month trip, and we were in Australia for 3 months. We took a plane from Sydney to Brisbane, and then we went from Brisbane up the east coast to all the way up to Cape Tribulation, which is actually home of the Danes.
I'm telling y'all right now, anything from a drone camera, bro, looks absolutely beautiful. You can make anywhere from a drone's camera look beautiful, but this is just naturally, like, absolutely gorgeous. Like, look at it, bro. That's gorgeous.
Tree rainforest. Here's our takeaways from the 3 months we were there.
Meat pies are sold everywhere.
Did you even know what a meat pie was?
I didn't know what a meat pie was. And I probably could have left it that way.
Hey, he didn't
One
like
person in our
them.
family liked the meat pies, and that was Crosby. They're sold everywhere.
They're every store, every gas station.
Hey, they said they ain't messing with the meat pies. I do want to try a meat pie. But I mean, everybody got different taste buds. Everybody likes different things. I would like to try one of these meat pies, bro. They look good, and I like meats, and I like pie. You feel? Well, I don't like pie, but I feel like I would like a meat pie.
And there's a meat pie. Gravy, minced meat, and like a pie crust, and they weren't very good.
One of our biggest takeaways was that hardly anybody wears shoes. You can be in the grocery store and people will be barefoot or shirtless at that, but not many people wear shoes.
Another thing that was really cool with Australians is they seem to really appreciate nature and the wildlife. And there's a lot of dangerous wildlife in Australia. And they just seem to respect that, and they coexist with it.
Every person you would talk to about like a crocodile or their venomous snakes, they would be like calling them beautiful creature because they used to describe these nasty, lethal creatures. It was just so funny. I just love their appreciation.
Yes, because they raised with them. They raised alongside them. They don't look at them with fear in their heart. They don't look at them as dangerous. They look at them as, hey, that's a friend. That's an awesome, beautiful creature. Whereas I'm looking at it as, that's a killer. That's it. Don't let that thing nowhere near me. I don't want that thing within 20 yards of me. You feel me? Get it away. That's a killer right there. But they like, it's harmless, bro. It ain't gonna hurt you. You good. But dang, I'm enjoying this. I'm enjoying this.
Was just
and
so.
We already knew about the barefoot, the no shirt. Aussies chill, laid back. They said we don't need shoes. Who needs shoes? Who needs shirts? Know what I'm saying? We like to go out just how we are. We like to go out in our birthday suits if we feel like it. I'm not saying y'all taking it that far, but I'm exaggerating.
I just love their appreciation for their world and their environment. We were up in the Daintree and he's like, oh yeah, these spiders are very venomous. They could kill your kids instantly. And we were like, I had one in my house the other night. First thing I did was I got my dogs out, and then I got the spider out, and I took the spider where he belongs. And I'm like,
nah.
Where he belongs? He's like, yeah, outside.
Road rules.
I'm telling you right now, that spider would belong. He would have belonged beside Jesus Christ. He entered my crib. I would have been scared to death, obviously. But shoot, if I just get it in one, the spider not going to where he belonged. He should have stayed there. He shouldn't have entered my crib. So, hey, me versus him, one of us going to meet our maker. I don't know which one of it's going to be, but one of us going to meet him.
Left on red. I still don't know, can we do it or not? So someone should tell us. In the United States, if you're turning right, you can go on red. So my thinking is, if I'm on the left side of the road, I should be able to turn left on red.
Did you ever see somebody turn
I never
left
saw anyone do it. I did it a few times, and I got a few weird looks. So I kind of don't think it's legal.
After 3 months of being there, we still don't know.
But it felt very uncomfortable for people to be behind me and like waiting.
I feel that.
Because in the U.S., if people were behind me waiting on a red light, they would be honking.
Oh,
yeah.
No one honked for that reason.
No, not for that reason.
Yeah. I swear to God, I completely understand what he's saying. With the awkwardness of like having people behind you, like you don't want to hold people up. I don't know. It's like inside of me, I hate holding people up. Hate it. So I completely understand what he means. I don't know if y'all can turn a video by Tristan Cool. He said y'all can't turn left on red. But I could have swore I seen some comments that said at certain lights y'all can turn left on red. So I guess I don't know. Y'all clear it up for me too. Is it signs that will say you can turn left if you're able to turn left, or what's the deal?
They definitely honked for the roundabouts.
They didn't honk. They just flicked us off. They gave us the bird.
Sometimes. These roundabouts are like 3 lanes deep. You can go straight in the middle lane or turn right in the middle lane, or on the far left lane, you have to go all the way around. And so there's arrows everywhere.
Far right lane.
Far right, yeah.
Far left lane, you have to exit first. Usually first. Sometimes not always, though. You have to look at the sign coming up to it to see which lanes are going, which direction.
Then they all use their blinkers around these roundabouts. I've never used a blinker around a roundabout in the United States.
So what you're supposed to do, if you're going left, you put your left blinker on. If you plan on taking the third exit all the way on the right side, you put your right blinker on.
If you stay
straight, then you don't put your blinker on. But when they're ready to exit out, then they put their left blinker on to signal that they are taking the exit.
Beep, 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 beep. But your blinker will turn off, so then you have to re-put it on. Because when you start turning, it will come off naturally. Okay. And so then I'm like, okay, it went off. Do I repress my blinker for the second time?
So it's really confusing.
Maybe we overcomplicated this. So most things are...
I think just because we're not used to roundabouts. We have roundabouts here in America, but more often it's going to be a 4-way intersection than a roundabout. So, yeah, I think if we were used to it, like we grew up during roundabouts, it'd be no problem at all. But since we're not used to it, that's probably what was so complicated about it.
Very similar to the United States. It's not that big of a whoa culture shock for sure, but there were a few things that we got really confused about.
For the very, very first morning, we go over to the local coffee shop.
Like much needed at this point.
We had 30 some hours of travel. We were exhausted. So we walk in and I ordered a coffee. And she looks at me with this blank stare and she goes, "What do you want?" And I said, "Could I have a coffee, please?" And she just stared at me. And she's like, I don't know what you want. And I'm just confused. I'm like, I'm in a coffee shop. I don't know.
Well, like, what kind of coffee? What kind of coffee is it that you want, sir? You know what I mean? We need a specific coffee, because can you even do that here? Just go up and say, I want a coffee? I guess you maybe can. I don't know. But you guys, what kind of coffee is what it sounds like what they're asking you.
How else to better describe what it is that I want.
The sizes of these drinks, oh my gosh. So like in the United States, when I go to Starbucks and I get a venti, that's like, 24 ounces of solid, good drink, which is really extreme, I know. However,
she said, which is really extreme. I know. I understand. Don't come at me. I know. But Yeah, I mean, I guess we just got different names for certain things, and so it's like, even though we're both English speaking countries, we still have different names for certain drinks, for certain things, and so there was still kind of a little language barrier, even though we both speak English. It was just like things are different. God dang it, I don't know how to explain it. Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Here, and you get a large drink. It's the size of the kiddie drink.
That's large? That's not large. What is a small look? If that's a large, what does a small look like? It might just be this coffee shop. I don't know, but there's no way. There's no way that could be a large cup, bro. Y'all lying to me.
They are so small. They're like this big.
Which is probably
Wow.
okay.
Probably. But now what I do, I just order 2. I go and get 2. Because then I dump it into my cup at home and it fills about 3/4 full with the 2.
So no tipping is awesome.
Yeah.
I love no tipping.
Yeah, and it's especially great, the no tipping thing, like when you take like excursions, like on boat rides or
Yes.
something, like, because usually a family of 6, we would have to like tip a really good amount and it would be a lot more on our budget.
Nobody expects anything more.
They don't even say anything. Amazing.
When we were getting ready to come to Australia, everyone was always talking about all the insects that were going to kill you, the animals that were going to kill you.
Articles on my phone were coming up about everything, and I was like, maybe we don't go.
The perception we had as Americans is the moment we walked off the airplane, something was going to kill us.
But it wasn't really.
It's not the case. There are certainly deadly animals and deadly insects. There's no question
Yeah.
about that, and you have to be like
prepared,
prepared and aware. But it's not as bad as it probably seems when we were researching to come to Australia.
And I mean, yeah, we saw crocodile signs a lot of places we went and being aware. And I didn't let my kids touch the water where there was crocodiles in the ocean. And we had to wear stinger suits from the box jellyfish. So there was definitely precautions. However, we quickly realized we did not have to live in fear of it. You just have to be aware. So to wrap it up,
I'm telling you, they be selling us lies here in America about how Australia is. We be getting sold a pack of lies. I mean, if y'all like I should say, y'all do got the dangerous animals and the venomous and all that. Well, you ain't gotta worry. As long as you're aware, you're good. They not just gonna come out of their environments and habitats to attack you. They not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So you just gotta be aware when you're walking in their habitats or their environments, and just be aware. Read she read the sign, crocodile. All right, now let my kids touch this water. All right, let's put on these stinger suits in case box jellyfish. Let's take precautions and be aware. And as long as you're doing that, you ain't gotta worry about all these dangerous and poisonous and venomous animals. They do got them, but just be aware.
I absolutely loved Australia. It was amazing to me. I wish we had so much more time to be able to explore there.
Especially we did the northeast, but I would love to go to the west coast side and even more
South.
central and south and Tasmania.
Yeah.
There's so many places that would be amazing to go and see.
That's so
I think we're definitely gonna have to go back.
So
that was fun to get to react to. It was really cool them explaining kind of their experience in Australia. They got to be there for 3 months, which is dope. But that's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon and drop it in the comment section. It's your boy D Neal. Out.